Hello everyone, Elaine here, and today I want to talk about all things fall books. So I made a little list of books that I think you should read this fall, and then books that I want to read this fall. So I'm going to jump back and forth between the two, and let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start out with the book that I think you should read, and that is Bones and All by Camille DeAngelis. Okay, how do I describe Bones and All? It is a movie with Timothée Chalamet. While I did enjoy the movie, I liked the book a lot more. Basically, what I will say is that the main character is a woman who, when she feels an intense feeling, she has the urge to eat someone. Yeah, so it's cannibals. But it's also about identity and finding a community and love, and it's a coming of age story, and it just happens to be about a cannibal. It's very disturbing, it's very messed up. But that's why I think it's perfect for fall, because it's got like this spooky horror element, but then it's also can be, like, it's really weird to say it can be wholesome in spots, but like, it can be, which is weird, right? Yeah, anyways, check that one out this fall. So a book that I want to read this fall is Penance by Eliza Clark. My friend told me about this one, and she described it as a fictional true crime novel about these girls that murdered someone by setting her on fire, and the book is research on like trying to figure out why they did it, and I think it uses like Tumblr posts and things. That sounds insane to me. I love a good fictional true crime story. You know what's weird is I don't really love true crime like documentaries and things, but I love books like A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. That's one that I want to read this fall. Okay, another one for you is Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas. I will never, ever, ever stop recommending Catherine House. You have to read it. It is the perfect dark academia fall novel. So basically, Catherine House is a elite university, and anyone who goes to Catherine House is going to be successful in their life. It's just how it is. Like, most presidents and politicians and lawyers and businessmen, even actresses, have gone to Catherine House. But the stipulation is that if you get into Catherine House, you have to be cut off from the outside world for the time that you were there. So you're not allowed to bring anything. You can't bring any of your possessions. You cannot contact anyone from the outside world. You don't know what's going on in the outside world. You just live and breathe Catherine House. And there are a lot of sinister things going on in the house, and our main character has a troubled past that she's trying to run away from, but you know, things always catch up with you. And what I love most about this book is that Catherine House has become its own character. So it's a story where the school is like a character. You know, it's just so alive, and it's characterized so well that it just becomes such a central part of the story, even though it's a school, you know? I loved this book. I had to read it for class, actually, in undergrad, and I still think about it. Okay, one for me. I want to read Bride by Ali Hazelwood. Haven't read this yet, and I'm pretty sure it's a vampire werewolf smutty romance novel. Sounds perfect for me. Another one for you is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. If you haven't read Frankenstein yet, this is your sign to do so. I had to read Frankenstein in high school, actually. It was one of our class assigned books, and it was probably one of my favorite books I had to read for school. It's just so cool because we had so many debates in class about who was the real villain. Is it Frankenstein, or is it Frankenstein's monster? Like, who is ultimately responsible for the events that happen in the novel? And I'm sure you all know the story of Frankenstein, so I'm not gonna say it, but I think it's perfect timing too, because the new movie with Oscar Isaac and Jacob Elordi is coming out. So you can read the book before seeing the new adaptation, and then you can judge it based on your reading. Yeah, you should read Frankenstein. I think it's just one of the most recognizable classic horror novels, and you should definitely read it. Okay, another one for me. This is another romance, and that's Soul Searching by Lila Sage. I love Lila Sage. She's one of my auto-buy authors. I need to go pick this one up. You know, she's mostly done like cowboy romances, right? And this new one, I believe, is about a photographer who can see ghosts, and she falls in love with this guy. And so I think it's like a supernatural romance, which is perfect timing for fall. So yeah, that one's definitely on my TBR. Another one for you is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue is probably one of the most beautiful books that I've ever read. The writing is just absolutely breathtaking. Just this like sentences and prose itself, it's gorgeous. It's such a well-written book, and it's kind of another dark academia vibes. So Addie LaRue, I don't really know what's a spoiler and what's not, so I'm gonna try to be very brief, but Addie LaRue made a deal with a demon, and now she lives forever. But there was a flip side to that. It's her story about, you know, traveling, living forever, and she is able to experience so much art and culture and history, but there's a catch. And it's just such a beautiful, beautiful story. Yeah, you should read that one this fall. Okay, another one for me is We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. I've had this on my shelf forever. We actually read it for one of my book clubs that I host, and I didn't get around to reading it. I believe it's a murder mystery set at a Shakespeare conservatory. I've heard it's perfect for fans of The Secret History and those type of books, so this one I'm definitely excited to check out. Hopefully I get to it this fall. If not, there's always next year. Okay, last one for you. This is a play, actually. It's called Medea. If you're looking to get more into classics, or maybe you've always wanted to read a play, I highly, highly, highly recommend this one, especially for the fall, because Medea is the villain of all villains. Basically, it follows the story of Medea. She's married to Jason. He's from Greek mythology, if you've heard of him. They're married, they have kids. He goes and gets this like golden fleece or whatever. It's not really about him, but he goes and gets this golden fleece and he's like a hero. And this king wants to marry him to his daughter, a princess, but he's already married to Medea. So he's like, sorry, Medea, I'm leaving you. I'm gonna go be with this princess. And Medea's like, yeah, right. Yeah, right. She's insanely heartbroken, grieving over it, and decides to channel that into rage and revenge. And the things that she does is actually insane. You want to feel for her, but it's a little unhinged. But it's like Female Rage, the play in Greek times. And yeah, she is such a good villain because the things that she does is literally insane. So yeah, you definitely should check this one out. It's pretty quick and easy read. And then the last one for me that I want to read is If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. This is a fall romance set in a small town in Vermont in the 90s, and it looks adorable, it sounds adorable, and I think it's like the perfect cozy fall scented candle vibes, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so yeah, that is all things fall book recommendations. 5 for you, 5 for me. Let me know below if you check out any of these books or if you've read them. Please leave some fall recommendations for me and for others. Let's get to it. We've got this. Happy reading, happy fall, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.